What can you do tomorrow, today, or next week to get closer to your dream? Sometimes we get caught up in the mundane tasks of everyday life and we forget to dream. We forget to look beyond the horizon and imagine what could be. But when you allow yourself to dream big, you tap into the limitless potential that lies within you. Think about it this way. If no one had ever dared to dream big, we wouldn't have cars, airplanes, smartphones, or even the convenience of online shopping. Speaking of online shopping, yeah, you might know him as the founder of the world's largest online retailer. But did you know he's also a big dreamer? Jeff Bezos is a force to be reckoned with. He started Amazon out of his garage and turned it into a billion-dollar empire that's changed the way we shop, read, and consume media. So what can you learn from Jeff Bezos? Well, for starters, don't be afraid to dream big. When he started Amazon, people thought he was crazy for wanting to sell books online. But he knew there was a need for it, and he went for it. So how did Jeff turn his dream into a reality? Well, in this video, you'll pick up the secrets of success from the world's first centibillionaire. You will dive deep into the story of Jeff Bezos and how he went from flipping burgers to building the Amazon empire and becoming one of the richest men on earth, and how to untap your potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories, motivational figure comeback stories, and public speaking tips that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. Amazon CEO and self-made billionaire Jeff Bezos was always unique, even as a kid. His mother, Jacqueline, who became pregnant with Bezos at 16, remembered his fascination with discovering the way machines and toys work. She had this to say about her son. I knew early on that he was wired a little bit differently. When he tried to take his crib apart with a screwdriver, I think that it cinched it. Born January 12, 1964, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jeff Bezos was not born into a wealthy family. His parents were 17 and 18 years old when he was born, and he worked on his maternal grandparents' ranch in Cataloo, Texas early in his life. Bezos always had a knack for figuring out things and how they work. When Bezos was 12, he wanted something called an infinity cube. The device was a set of small motorized mirrors that reflected off one another, so the image seemed to go endlessly. It cost $20, but Bezos did not have enough money to buy it. Instead, he purchased mirrors and other parts with what money he had and constructed his own reflecting cube. He built other inventions, including amateur robots. And at one point, he had so much clutter in his bedroom, his parents made him move all of his half-finished devices and experiments into the garage. There are many similar stories surrounding Bezos' childhood years. He spent countless hours building models and an assortment of electronic kits. He worked on science projects, often coming up with his own inventions. Work hard, have fun, make history. Jeff Bezos. In his teenage years, he is known to have worked at the McDonald's franchise and other temporary or summer jobs. So when he was 16 years old, Jeff got a summer job frying up burgers at McDonald's in 1980. He learned all he could from that experience. As a grill man, the most challenging thing for Bezos was keeping everything going at the right pace during a rush. The experience was Bezos' first-hand on brush with retail. He spent the summer studying the company's automation improvements like beeps and signals for when to scramble his eggs, flip his burgers, and pull his fries out of the boiling vat. He was obsessed with the automated service offered at the fast food chain. This summer job not only gave him an early insight into the customer service and working under pressure, but it also taught him the value of being a good manager. The most challenging thing was keeping everything going at the right pace during the rush. The manager at McDonald's was excellent. He had a lot of teenagers working for him, and he kept his focus, even while we had fun. You can learn responsibility in any job if you take it seriously. It's different from when you learn in school. Jeff Bezos. After graduating with honors from high school, Bezos decided to follow in the footsteps of Stephen Hawking and enroll into the physics program at Princeton University. He soon realized, however, that the subject was way too difficult for him, so he switched to a double major in electronics and computer science. Bezos discovered he excelled at creating software programs. In 1994, he read an article about how the World Wide Web was growing by 2,300% a year. He knew he had to tap into such a great potential for commerce, but was unsure what type of business would work best. He researched mail order companies, believing their product will sell well on the internet. After drawing up a list of 20 popular mail order items, Bezos finally settled on books, since the millions of titles in print offered an enormous potential for sales. And on July 6, 1995, Bezos launched Amazon.com, named after the South American river, with financial and moral support from family and friends. The company operated out of the garage of Bezos' 2-bedroom home in suburban Seattle, Washington. With almost no publicity, sales took off immediately. Within the first few days, I knew this was going to be huge. It was obvious that we were on to something much bigger than we had ever dared to hope. When Amazon was founded on July 5, 1994, as a website that only sold books, founder Jeff Bezos had a vision for the company's explosive growth and e-commerce domination. He knew from the very beginning that he wanted Amazon to be an everything store. It was a risky move, and he was betting not only his financial investment, but all his name and his reputation on his ability to build a successful company in the new and still very volatile online market. In the early days of Amazon, a bell would ring in the office every time someone made a purchase, and everyone would gather around to see if they knew the customer. It only took a few weeks before the bell was ringing so frequent that he had to turn it off. In the first month of his launch, Amazon had already sold books to people in all 50 states and in 45 different countries. In 2 months, sales reached $20,000 a week, growing faster than any of the team members could have envisioned. 2 years later, Amazon.com went public and really started to make a name as an upstart e-commerce company. The reason why Amazon clicked with so many people was the fact that, one, they had a customer obsession. He said, "I have seen over and over again companies talk about being customer focused, but really when I pay close attention to them, I believe they are competitor focused. And it's a completely different mentality, by the way. If we can keep our competitors focused on us while we stay focused on the customer, ultimately, we'll turn out all right." 2, they were eager to invent. Whenever we try to do something in the Me Too fashion, we have failed at it. We need to have something that is differentiated and unique, something that customers are going to like. Number 3, they had long-term thinking. We are willing to take some time and be patient with the business initiative to run through everything we do. Compared to many of Amazon's competitors, we might have 2 to 3 year time frame. Bezos estimated that his company will have more of a 5 to 7 year time frame before an idea is fully vetted and implemented. Jeff Bezos now is an American entrepreneur who played a key role in the growth of e-commerce as the founder and chief executive officer of Amazon.com, an online retailer. In 2023, he had a net worth of more than $117 billion US. He is the 4th richest man in the world, after Bernard Arnault, Elon Musk, and Gautam Adani, respectively. All because he believed in his own work and his own talents and dreamed big. A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. Jeff Bezos has flipped his way from fast food to fortune. The burger flipping prodigy is now one of the richest men alive, and his ride to the top is the stuff of legend. Now, he didn't start off with a $1 trillion company. No, he started with an idea, a dream. If there's one thing to pick up, it would be to not be afraid of dreaming big, to set audacious goals, and to go after what you truly want in life. Because that's where the magic happens. That's where you'll find the motivation to work hard, to overcome obstacles, and to achieve things you never thought possible. You can achieve anything you set your mind to, from starting your own business to becoming the next big tech mogul. But just think about it. It's hard work and determination. You could create the next big thing like Jeff Bezos did with Amazon. You could innovate and disrupt the entire industry and make a real difference in this world. So the next time you're standing in line at a fast food joint, remember that even the humblest beginnings can lead to the most incredible heights. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the next burger flipping turned billionaire. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor and support the channel by sharing, commenting below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates. Soon you will be on your way to feeling inspired.